Hey, Flooring Pros, it's Jerry Levinson here, and I'm going to address a topic that just keeps coming up, and I hear it mostly from my clients that I'm working with and I'm coaching with. One of the number one problems that most flooring dealers seem to be facing is time management. And I thought this was an interesting subject because the funny thing is, it's really not about managing your time well. There's something else going on, and this has less to do with managing your time and more to do with the way your business is operating. So one of the problems that people have, especially small companies with a leader involved, is that you're not delegating enough responsibilities to your employees. There are things that you can do better and faster, and you're more efficient than they are, but they need that work to do. You have to keep them busy. You have to get them to do the work, and they should be doing the $15 an hour work so that you can focus on bigger tasks. The way to build your company is through your employees. So you got to start trusting them. You got to start giving them the work to do. Let them go ahead and screw stuff up. They're going to screw it up. That's how they learn. Okay. But you have to trust them to do the work that you need done. Okay. Next thing is, one of the biggest problems I see is that nobody has an easy pricing system so that they can give the estimate in the home. And we talk a lot about giving an estimate in the home for the benefit of the customer, closing the sale, things like that. But one of the big problems is what you're doing is you go in, you get all the measurements, you get all the information, and then you either go out to your truck and figure it out, or you go back to the office. How much additional time are you taking to figure out the estimate in your office or at home? And then you got to work up the estimate, and then you got to email it to them. So sometimes it's delayed. Sometimes they're not getting a quote from you for a day or two, when if you had a good process and you had a good system, that I'm telling you, in 5 minutes, just as long as you have the measurements and you know the square footage, you can come up with an estimate like that. You got to have that pricing system down to enable you to give the estimate right away. It's not as important to get the job right as it is to get the job. Okay, there's no point in you taking all this additional time and effort to make sure you get all the details of the job correct when you don't even have the job. Let's get the sale and then make sure we do the job right. All right, you're doing way too much. Okay. There's a lot of things that you need to get done. So what ends up happening, you dabble in this, dabble in that, you can't really get to it. If you're overwhelmed and you've got way too many tasks to do, you end up doing nothing, or you work on it and you don't get it done. Believe me, I have that problem as well. So stay focused on one task at a time. If you can, just get one thing done. Okay. Don't get 20 things done. Work on one thing. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Pricing your showroom out. So it's really, that'll save you a lot of time, is pricing it out. But when you're pricing out your showroom, don't price out the whole showroom. Let's start off with one display, or let's start off with 20 sample books. Okay. And so one of the things I've seen with some of the pricing systems out there, like showroom pricing, fantastic tool. If you do it yourself, you should have them come in and do it for you. That would be the best way to do that. But if you price it yourself, then just do 15 or 20 books or displays. Do not try to do all of your samples. It's overwhelming and you won't get it done. Okay. The next thing you need to do is create one system for one product. All right. Just do a selling system for carpet. And don't worry about getting everything else done. Luxury vinyl, tile, wood. If you don't sell carpet, whatever it is that you do sell the most of, just create one selling system for one product. Okay. Let's get something working good and smooth so we can give that to our salespeople and hand that off, and they could be successful selling for us. All right. Get some help. And this is what I do. Look, I can help you manage your pricing and help you create pricing fast and get you the good margins that you deserve. All right. I'll make it easy for you to get the sale in the home. All right. So show you the systems, the processes that we can use. You don't need fancy software. It's awesome. If you're using the software and you could use it in the home, close the sale, that's fantastic. But don't wait on learning how to use the software in order to close in the home. You can use paper and pen. Okay. You can use invoices, close in the home, get the sale. And it's one of your best time management tools that you have. Get that. If you're giving them the estimate in the home, now you leave, you can focus on the next customer or whatever else you have going on that day. That's why it's so important that you don't have that distraction. You don't have to worry about remembering anything from that last job. And you give that customer an opportunity to buy from you right now. Right? I'm going to show you how to delegate better. So how to be a better leader, how to trust your employees to do things. Your employees can probably do more. But again, a part of this goes back to having the processes and systems to make their job easy for them. Hiring a salesperson, the one thing that's complicated is all the stuff we have to teach them in order for them to go out and sell. But if you have a good process, you have a good system, you'll find that training the new salespeople is a breeze. And there's a lot of product knowledge and things that they don't really need to know to go out and be successful. And a lot of you will scoff at that. Oh, yeah, you need to know what you're doing. No, you really don't. You can go out there and be successful and sell and take care of your customers. Do a good job, get a 5-star experience. It doesn't take all the experience in the world to offer a 5-star experience. So, one of the excuses I hear a lot is I don't have the time and I don't have the money. So it's funny how often I hear that people don't have time to meet with me and for the coaching. And a lot of people don't have the money because they're not charging the right amount. So if you do hire me, when you work with me, you'll have both. You're going to have more time. I guarantee you that. And you're going to have more money. We're going to raise your prices so you have the money. I don't cost you anything because you'll be making more money than I'll ever cost you. So it's time for you to look. Give me a call. It's time for you to profit now in the flooring industry. You can go to our website. It's pn4fd.com and schedule your free one-on-one call. And I look forward to working with you guys so you can profit now in the flooring industry.